I recently read an article by Royal Scuderi. She entitled it, "Warning, you have now entered the burnout zone." Burnout is a modern hazard that is increasing in frequency daily. Among its many signs and symptoms are things and concerns such as fatigue, anxiety, loss of motivation, loss of interest, and lack of satisfaction. In its extreme, you can have a sense of failure, of dread, a decrease in physical and emotional strength, and even collapse. No doubt we all have our days, but when these feelings become chronic, something has to give. The burnout epidemic is so pervasive now that a whole pharmaceutical industry has developed to provide chemicals designed to fake out our mind and body and try to hide these complaints. What's the cause of burnout? More importantly, what's the cure? What is our body and mind trying to tell us? Can we get that zest and zeal back, and how do we do that? For thousands of years, many cultures have observed a day of rest, where they step away from the pressures of the daily pursuits. In today's world, those pursuits take place in the factory, the office, and the cubicle. Religiously, this day of rest historically was called the Sabbath, and it was sacred and inviolable. In ancient Israel, Sabbath breakers were actually stoned to death. Well, of course, that's not a threat today, but the real punishment is exacted for those who don't honor a day of rest. Those who break this nature's commandment are not stoned with rocks, but instead suffer stones like depression and exhaustion, feelings of failure, unhappiness, and even health consequences. I believe that taking a day off each week is not a luxury, but it's a health imperative. It helps us to put our life into pace and recharge our batteries. If I want to do my best at work, I need to take time off from the grind and to reboot. It helps you put your life in order, and it gives you something to look forward to. Now, during the French Revolution, they tried to work a 10-day work week. They'd work for 9 days and then have 1 day off. But their brilliant leader, Napoleon Bonaparte, lowered it to a 7-day work week, where they would work for 6 days and then have Sunday off. It dramatically improved the workers' production and happiness. So today, those who are labeled workaholics or workoutaholics often view themselves as having a badge of courage. But we now know actually that it's counterproductive, that it's a form of addiction that actually has a loss of control. There's a law called Parkinson's Law that just states that the work expands to fill the time allotted. So we need to schedule time off, and by doing so, we will improve the efficiency of the time that we actually are at work. We will get more done. It doesn't matter what you call it. You can call it the Sabbath, you can call it the day of rest, or a stop day, or R&R. But on that day, don't do anything that looks or feels like work. They say that a break is as good as a vacation, and I think that we need to take a vacation each week. To be out in nature, to read a good book, to visit a neighbor or a friend, to attend church, to pursue a hobby, to ride our bike or to take a walk, or to listen to soothing music. Make that break for you sacred. Jealously guard it. Rest, relax, refresh, recoup, repair, revitalize, refocus, rejuvenate, relate, and you'll re-enjoy.